What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a new video. Today we're going to compare the Nintendo 2DS to the Nintendo Switch, which is way back there. So the reason why I decided to do this video is because when the Nintendo 2DS was launched, the 3DS already existed, and since you can play 3DS games and the Nintendo DS games, you have so much that the Nintendo 2DS is going to be able to offer that the Nintendo Switch can't. So, well, in further future videos, I might actually do another comparison and see if the Nintendo Switch is going to be better, but that's when the Nintendo Switch is going to get a few future updates, maybe include Netflix, YouTube, and Hulu, and other consumer apps that you're going to be able to use on the go, not just for gaming, and then we'll do another comparison. But without that further ado, let's get right into the video. There's going to be a lot of things that the Nintendo 2DS is going to offer over the Nintendo Switch in terms of like the web browser that it offers, YouTube, Hulu, and Netflix. However, you're not going to really use any of them because it is a really weak dual-core processor. You have no multitasking capabilities on the Nintendo DS. In fact, if you want to go to another application, you would actually have to exit out of it, whereas on the Nintendo Switch, you could actually exit out of the application and then go to the next one and then exit out of that one and just go back to playing, and it resumes really fast and snappy. And considering that the Nintendo Switch has a 720p screen over the Nintendo 2DS and a way more powerful Tegra processor, it is a clear winner that the Nintendo Switch is just all in general a better device than the Nintendo 2DS. However, that's not going to be the case because when you buy a console, you want to play games on it, you want to do stuff on it, kind of like on your phone. Well, I guess it's on the go, so you're not going to really use your web browser on a PS4 or Xbox One. However, with the Nintendo Switch, that is a completely different case since you could take it on the go, and it would be really nice if you could use some of those applications. I could just go ahead and sync up my Wi-Fi on the phone to the Nintendo Switch and use that for Netflix and stuff. So I would really want Nintendo to bring that because it's the best 720p screen I had ever seen a device produce. This is like the best size 720p screen I've ever seen. I've never seen any 720p screen, again 720p, I'm just going nuts with that, any screen that's going to be better than Nintendo Switch's screen. It's just in fact amazing and gorgeous, and the technology that they fit in it is really amazing. So yes, it is better than the Nintendo 2DS with all of those capabilities that the Nintendo Switch is going to offer. In fact, in terms of multitasking, again, it does offer 4GB of DDR4 RAM, which will obviously completely obliterate the Nintendo 2DS because it only has 32, well, what the hell are you talking about? Like gigabytes? No way. It has 32 megabytes of video memory on the Nintendo, 2DS, which is complete shit. So you're not going to be doing any kind of multitasking. However, in terms of games, the Nintendo 2DS does offer a lot more applications than the Nintendo Switch, web browser and things like that, which you're never going to really use. So you're going to get the Nintendo 2DS only to strictly game, and it does it really well. You play some games like Super Mario 3D Land at around 60 frames per second, doesn't drop a frame below no matter what happens, and honestly, you never actually question yourself, is this a 240p screen? How bad are the graphics? Like, you never ask yourself because it's native to the resolution, and the distance that you're playing at, you actually don't notice any kind of pixels unless you take a picture of it and look at the picture, then you would notice pixels, or hold it up close like this. You're not going to really see any of those, so that is going to be a plus side on the Nintendo 2DS. And the fact that the Nintendo 2DS does offer a lot more games than the Nintendo Switch, I think it's like 2,000 games or something like that, and backwards compatibility. You get your virtual console, such as the SNES, you can play your SNES games, and some Nintendo 64 games that are built into the Nintendo DS, basically architecture, so you can play your DS games, which support some of the Nintendo 64 games. So all in general, the Nintendo 2DS does have a lot more games. It has a mono speaker though, so the Nintendo Switch is going to win on that one with its dual speakers, which is amazing, and their front dual speakers, so they sound incredible. And it has an IR sensor, which the Nintendo 2DS does not offer. And speaking of speakers, when you're using your headphone jack, both of them support a 3.5mm jack. However, on the Nintendo Switch, your headphones will be able to use its full virtual surround sound, whereas on the Nintendo 2DS, it's only going to offer a dual speaker surround thing where you're not going to hear surround sound. It's only like stereo speakers. That's what I wanted to say. So yeah, all in general, the Nintendo 2DS is a great device. In fact, I have to say this, like I really have to say this, Nintendo, I'm sorry I have to say this, but this is the truth. The Nintendo 2DS actually feels more comfortable in the hand than the Nintendo Switch. It's just perfect in the grip. The buttons are where you need them to be. It's super comfortable to hold. The D-pad is very satisfying the way it rolls out and stuff. I just do not see myself enjoying the Nintendo Switch's D-pads. They're not really that comfortable. They don't go all the way, and it's not that great. So honestly, Nintendo, great device, but it would be nice for a future update since you could actually slide them in. You could upgrade the controllers on the sides kind of like people were saying in rumor videos, where Nintendo's probably gonna include like extra controllers and stuff that are gonna be different, like you can play your 64 games and stuff like that on the Nintendo Switch. So in future updates, when the Nintendo Switch is going to support like a web browser, more multitasking applications such as, you know, Netflix, YouTube, Hulu, where I can watch videos and stuff, and more games that are going to be brought to you guys, it's obviously going to be better than the Nintendo 2DS, and I'd recommend it. However, the Nintendo 2DS is $79, so I guess in terms of performance and some of the things that it offers, it is going to be a better option currently, but in the future, when the Nintendo Switch is going to offer a lot more, then yes, for $300, it's going to be more worth it than the $79 2DS. Anyways, I'm going to have to wrap up my video. If you guys enjoyed, hit that like button. If you did not like this video, smack that dislike, and if you want to see more future videos, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you all in the next episode.